Good morning. You step into the warm, comforting spray of the shower, just as you have thousands of times before. It's a ritual, a way to wash away the sleep and prepare for the day. But what if I told you that this daily habit, this seemingly harmless routine, could be the very thing sabotaging your vitality, your confidence, and your power as a man? What if the way you shower is secretly waging a war against your own body, constricting blood flow, disrupting your hormones, and weakening the very foundation of your manhood, one morning at a time? Most men would never make the connection. They feel the decline, the loss of firmness, the lack of youthful vigor, and they blame one thing: age. But as a men's health coach with over 2 decades of experience helping men reclaim their strength, I'm here to tell you a truth that few specialists talk about. Age is not the primary culprit. The real enemy might be lurking behind your shower curtain. Your body is a remarkable machine that wants to function at its peak. It wants to maintain powerful circulation and hormonal balance, but it can't fight a battle when it's being unknowingly attacked every single morning. Today, we are pulling back that curtain. I'm going to reveal the 3 biggest shower mistakes that are scientifically linked to weakened erectile function in men over 50. These are not obscure theories. They are physiological facts based on how your vascular and nervous systems respond to daily stimuli. More importantly, I will show you the simple, immediate corrections you can make. The number 1 mistake is so common, I'd be willing to bet that 90% of the men watching this video are making it right now. So stay with me. Forget everything you thought you knew about just getting clean. By the end of this video, you will see your morning shower not as a simple routine, but as the most critical 10 minutes of your day for rebuilding your masculine power from the inside out. Your journey to renewal starts right now. All right, let's dive right into the first and most critical mistake: the temperature trap. I'm talking about your love for long, steaming hot showers. It feels good, I get it. The heat seems to relax your muscles and melt away stress. But what you perceive as relaxation is, for the delicate vascular network in your pelvic region, a form of shock and trauma. Let me explain the simple science. When that scalding hot water hits your skin, it causes an initial, rapid rush of blood to the surface. This is called vasodilation. It feels good for a moment. But your body is a master of regulation. To prevent overheating and to protect your internal organs, it triggers a powerful rebound effect. The small, sensitive blood vessels, the arterioles and capillaries that are absolutely essential for a firm, lasting erection begin to constrict. This is called vasoconstriction. Think of it like this. You're trying to send a surge of water through a garden hose, but someone is stepping on it. That's what a steaming hot shower does to the blood flow down there. It might feel good on your back, but it's putting a clamp on the very arteries that need to be wide open and flexible. Over time, this daily cycle of extreme vasodilation, followed by rebound vasoconstriction, damages the endothelial lining of these vessels, making them less responsive when you actually need them to perform. It's like bending a wire back and forth every day. Eventually, it weakens and breaks. Let me tell you about Robert, a 62-year-old retired architect. Robert was a man who took pride in his health. He exercised, ate reasonably well, but he came to me utterly defeated. His performance in the bedroom had become weak and unpredictable. He felt a frustrating numbness and a lack of the solid firmness he used to take for granted. He was convinced his best years were over. During our consultation, I asked him about his morning routine. He lit up describing his favorite part of the day, a 15-minute piping hot shower. He said it was the only way he could get going. He was skeptical when I told him this ritual was likely the source of his problem. "How can something that feels so relaxing be bad for me?" he asked. I explained that the morning is the most critical time for your hormonal and circulatory systems. This is when your body is naturally trying to achieve its daily peak in testosterone production. A scalding hot shower acts as a stressor. It raises cortisol, the stress hormone, which is the natural enemy of testosterone. You are literally washing your male hormones down the drain. The heat also negatively impacts the sensitive nerve endings in the genital area, dulling their response over time. I gave him a simple challenge. For the next 14 days, turn the temperature down to lukewarm. Not cold, just not steaming. And at the end of his shower, to finish with a 30-second blast of cool, not ice-cold water on his lower abdomen and inner thighs. He reluctantly agreed. 10 days later, he called me. His voice was different. It had a spark. "I don't understand it," he said, "but the feeling is coming back. It's like the area is waking up again." By simply avoiding the temperature trap, Robert had stopped the daily assault on his vascular system. He allowed his blood vessels to remain calm and responsive, and he stopped the cortisol surge that was killing his morning testosterone. He took the foot off the hose, and the flow began to return. Now for the second mistake, which is far more insidious because you can't feel it happening. I call it chemical sabotage. This is about what you are putting on your skin in that shower. I'm talking about the average bar of soap, the body wash, or the shampoo you grab from the supermarket shelf. We lather ourselves in these products every single day, assuming they are safe. But the skin, particularly the skin in the groin and genital area, is not an impermeable barrier. It's a highly absorbent organ, and many of these common products are loaded with synthetic chemicals that are known endocrine disruptors. The simple science is this: chemicals like phthalates, parabens, and sulfates, which are used to create fragrance, lather, and preserve these products, can be absorbed into your bloodstream. Once inside, they can mimic estrogen, the female hormone. This is devastating for a man's hormonal balance. When your body is flooded with these estrogen-mimicking chemicals, it sends a signal to your brain to slow down its own production of testosterone. It's a form of chemical castration that you are unknowingly performing on yourself every morning. This doesn't just impact your erections. It affects your energy levels, your muscle mass, your mood, and your mental clarity. You might feel sluggish and unmotivated and chalk it up to a bad night's sleep, when, in reality, you've just given yourself a dose of anti-testosterone agents. Let me tell you about David, a 68-year-old former salesman. David was a vibrant, outgoing man, but he confessed to me that he felt like a ghost. He had no drive, no libido, and his physical performance had completely flatlined. He had tried every supplement he could find, with no results. He was desperate. I asked him to bring in the products he used in the shower. He brought a bright blue, highly fragranced body wash and a standard drugstore shampoo. I turned the bottles over and showed him the ingredients list, a cocktail of parabens and fragrance, which is a catch-all term that can hide dozens of phthalates. He was shocked. "But it's sold everywhere. How can it be harmful?" he asked. I explained that these chemicals build up in the body over time, a process called bioaccumulation. A small dose each day becomes a significant hormonal burden over months and years. The morning shower is the worst time for this exposure. Your pores are open from the warm water, increasing the absorption rate. At the same time, your body is in its prime testosterone-producing window. Exposing it to endocrine disruptors at this moment is like throwing sand in the gears of a finely tuned engine. My advice to David was immediate and simple. Throw those products away. Replace them with a simple, natural, unscented soap. Something made from olive oil or goat's milk with an ingredients list you can actually read and understand. He was skeptical that soap could make such a difference, but he was willing to try anything. About a month later, he came back for a follow-up. The change was visible. He stood taller. He spoke with more energy. "It's a slow burn," he said, "but I feel like myself again. The fog is lifting, and things in the bedroom, they're not perfect, but they're coming back online." David had stopped the daily chemical sabotage. By removing the source of the endocrine disruption, He allowed his body's natural hormone production to slowly recover. We've addressed the water temperature and the soap. Now we come to the final, and perhaps most overlooked mistake, which happens the moment you step out of the shower. I call it the towel trauma. What do most men do? They grab a rough, dry towel and vigorously, almost violently, dry themselves off. They scrub and rub, especially the genital area, to get dry as quickly as possible. This aggressive action feels normal, but it's causing micro damage to the most sensitive and crucial structures for erectile function. Here's the simple science. The skin of the penis and scrotum is incredibly thin and delicate. It is rich with thousands of highly sensitive nerve endings. These nerves are the communication highway. They are responsible for sending the arousal signals from your brain to the blood vessels, telling them to open up and allow blood to rush in. When you aggressively rub this area with a coarse towel, you are creating microscopic abrasions and causing low-grade inflammation. You are essentially scouring these delicate nerve endings. Over time, this repeated daily trauma leads to a process called nerve desensitization. The nerves become less responsive. The signals get weaker. It's like trying to have a conversation on a crackling, faulty phone line. The message from the brain might be strong, but the reception down there is poor. This is a major reason why many men, as they get older, report that they need more and more physical stimulation to achieve an erection. Their nerve endings have been dulled by years of this unconscious habit. Let me tell you about Michael, a 71-year-old retired teacher. His problem wasn't a total inability, but a frustrating lack of sensitivity and reliability. It just doesn't feel the same, he told me. The spark, the immediate response, it's gone. He felt disconnected from his own body. During our conversation about his daily habits, he laughed as he described his post-shower routine. I get out and dry off like I'm trying to start a fire with 2 sticks, he said. That's when I knew we had found a key piece of the puzzle. I explained the concept of nerve desensitization to him. I told him that this aggressive drying, especially in the morning when his body was trying to prime itself for the day, was sending signals of trauma, not arousal, to his nervous system. It puts the area in a defensive, inflamed state. The solution was laughably simple. I told him to stop scrubbing. Instead, he was to take his towel and simply pat the area dry, gently, patiently, to treat it with care, not with aggression. He felt a bit silly focusing on something so minor, but he promised to do it. A few weeks later, he sent me an email with the subject line, "The Pat Down." He wrote, "I feel like a fool for not realizing this sooner. The sensitivity is returning. It's like the volume has been turned up. Thank you for teaching an old dog a new trick." Michael had stopped the daily towel trauma. By treating his body with care, he allowed his nerve endings to heal and recover their natural sensitivity, restoring the vital communication link between his brain and his body. Now, you might be thinking of trying one of these things. Maybe you'll turn down the heat or switch your soap. And that's a great start. But the true transformative magic happens when you understand the synergy of avoiding all 3 mistakes. This is not an a la carte menu. This is a system. When these changes work together, the effect is not just additive. It becomes multiplicative. It's not 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. It's a nexone equals a fundamental shift in your body's environment. Think about it. You start your day with a lukewarm shower, so you're not shocking your vascular system or spiking your cortisol. Your blood vessels remain calm, open, and ready. Then you use a simple, natural soap, so you're not absorbing a flood of estrogen-mimicking chemicals. Your body's testosterone production can proceed uninterrupted, as nature intended. Finally, you step out and gently pat yourself dry, preserving the sensitivity of your nerve endings and preventing inflammation. You are sending signals of care and safety to your nervous system. Do you see the cascade effect? You are creating the perfect internal environment for male vitality. You have healthy blood flow, optimal hormone production, and clear nerve communication. You have removed the roadblocks. You have healed the root causes of the decline. This synergy is the difference between patching a leaky pipe and building a brand new, high-pressure water main. You're not just hoping for a better outcome. You are systematically creating it every single morning. Knowledge is power, but only when it's put into action. You've listened this far, which tells me you are not a man who is willing to accept decline as inevitable. You are a man who is ready to take back control. You now have the tools: the temperature trap, chemical sabotage, and towel trauma. You know the enemy, and you know how to defeat it. But this knowledge is useless if you close this video and go back to your old routine tomorrow. But I'm not going to ask you to be perfect. Let's not get overwhelmed. I want you to make a commitment to yourself right now. Just pick one. Which of these 3 mistakes resonates with you the most? Maybe it's the hot showers. For the next 14 days, just commit to turning the temperature down. That's it. This small victory will build momentum. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. That first hour of your day, that 10 minutes in the shower, holds the key to your vitality. It sets the hormonal and circulatory tone for the next 24 hours. Choose wisely. I promise you, you will feel the changes. First, it might be subtle, a bit more energy, a clearer mind. Then, within a few weeks, a noticeable return of warmth, sensitivity, and reliability down there. You are not too old. Your body has not given up. I've seen men in their 70s and 80s completely reverse their issues with these simple, powerful habits. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal. You just need to stop hurting it and start helping it. So, I have a question for you. 6 months from now, do you want to be in the exact same place? Or do you want to look back on today as the day you finally took command of your health? The power is in your shower. If this video has opened your eyes, please do 2 things for me. First, click the like button. It tells the algorithm that this is valuable information that more men need to see. Second, go down to the comments and tell me which of the 3 mistakes you are going to commit to fixing first. Is it 1, the temperature, 2, the soap, or 3, the towel? Declaring your intention makes it real. And if you want more honest, no-nonsense, science-backed advice on reclaiming your power as a man, hit that subscribe button. You are not alone on this journey. We are in this together. Now, go take back your health.